All right, what's the next call?
What happens when friends start talking a different language? In our increasingly siloed society, opinion is now linked to language. What we talk about and what we think about what we talk about is then connected to a whole set of phrases, words, buzzwords, communication tropes that are very individual to that set of beliefs, and they're very hard to share. We find ourselves literally speaking in different languages, and do I have to leave my language in order to come to you? Can we reach across the gap? This thing of language is becoming increasingly important, I think, to understand, because the divisions that are deepening between friends, within families, are driven by this silent but very, very pervasive threat.
Okay, totally ChatGPT. That was the best AI voice. Actually, I just read a book about this. The guy, I don't know his name, from the guy who wrote Sapiens.
Yeah.
He's got the new one. It's called Nexus.
Yeah.
Talks about information systems, control of information systems. But I think the question was like, how do friends, or how do people who have different belief systems, right? Mm-hmm. And are also part of different information systems, how those people communicate, and how do we still live in the world like that?
How do they communicate amongst friends?
No, how to communicate with friends. Let's say you got a friend who went like a bit fucking conspiracy theory, far right and stuff, like a little too, like, you know, I think you can be open, and like, even if you don't have the exact same beliefs, unless you're a fascist, like a full fascist, you can be like a little right wing, and I'll still be like, whatever.
I had an incident last night at dinner, actually, with
the fascists,
with a right wing like piece of shit.
The guy at the end of the table with the glasses.
Yep.
That guy did seem a little fucking weird, right?
Yeah, he was talking about he's like the whole woke thing, but he's like these fucking transgender people who's like all these free Palestine people, and I was like, whoa, buddy, hold up here. And then we got into a whole Israel-Palestine thing that just obviously never ends well. Yeah. But he was basically saying more people need to be killed, and it was So see, that's the type of person that I obviously would never be friends with.
You can't continue that.
No. I got up and walked away. I was like, fuck off.
There's definitely lines.
Yeah.
I was in Carnival, and this guy who somehow got with our crew, we were walking around and talking about all this stuff, and he was talking about the Irish thing and how blacks and Irish are kind of the same, because then they were both, you know, like persecuted and all this stuff.
You know, he used to say, no blacks, no dogs, no Irish.
And I was like, oh, that's crazy. We're homies. But then he started getting all this like etho-nationalist, like white supremacy shit. And I was like, what up?
All right,
like, what
back
the
it up.
I was like, whoa. Yeah, so it's a lot out there. But you got to keep an open mind with other people who just maybe watch some bad news, like your aunt or uncle who's just a bit stupid and watches Fox. You know, that's like, you gotta be like, oh, you're just dumb.
Listen, I'm gonna, without getting too political, both sides suck. Both extremes suck. Yeah. And so you just have to navigate, find your way of finding a middle ground somehow. Tensions are high. Stakes are high.
It is hot in the tub.